Welcome back, dear listeners.
It's been a while.
Like half a year.
I say this in every episode, but this time I really meant it. Yeah,
we make
this
it
time,
serious.
This time I really meant it, yeah.
We made it a promise for second season to be more serious, and we took seriously the phrase at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Make it serious.
The funny thing is, when we were going to start season 2,
Like
Corona
February,
Yeah.
January, February.
Corona hit, and fuck.
No, first was a job hit,
Yeah,
then
that's
time
why
hit,
we
then Corona
finished season 1
Yeah.
because of the job hit.
yeah,
And when we were going to start number 2, Corona hit.
then number 2.
Number 2.
Have you ever been in the office when you're trying to do a number 2 and then someone from the office calls you?
No.
Okay, lucky you.
No. But as happened, I'm in the office doing a number 2, and someone is doing a number 2 in the
Oh yeah, yeah.
in
Like
the thing.
More loud than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're shitting there. I'm gonna shit louder.
Oh, sorry, me. Let's make a concert.
It's a territorial thing.
Yeah.
You're pooping here too, but I'm pooping louder, so I'm the alpha male here.
It's like the monkeys, but with pooping. And you're not throwing. You're just showing that you poop louder.
Just shows how animal we still are.
Yeah. Hey, we have to make some principles to stay.
Yeah.
It's like when they say,
Well, we do still have our primitive part of the brain, so
yeah,
for some reason.
yeah.
Our crocodile brain.
What?
Like that crocodile in the river near
Oh,
Porto,
yeah.
and then ended up being a
For those who are not from Portugal, we had a very funny situation.
yeah, television like got confused between a crocodile and an
Otter.
otter. Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Because they're pretty similar. Yeah,
Yeah, the shape,
the size, the
the
shape.
scaly things
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
body. The dead eye
Yeah.
look, trying to kill.
And the
someone.
aggressiveness too. Yeah. Otters are really aggressive. They can eat like
The way they eat,
Yeah.
they open the food.
it's
Yeah.
my god, television, right?
Television. So yeah,
Yeah, we kind of let Star Wars take over us, and we have a lot to cover.
yeah.
And
Why
not all news are good, unfortunately.
Well, let's
Wait,
count.
I'm hearing you with cuts.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So, first news bad. Second news good. Third news bad. Fourth news bad. Fifth news bad. Sixth news bad. Seventh good. Eighth Ninth good. 10th kinda. It's good, but officially in Portugal we still don't have it, so it's
Yeah.
bad. So
It's coming.
it's coming.
Couple of months. It's still coming.
There's a disturbance in the force. Have you felt it?
It's probably the first streaming service that I will actively subscribe to.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, because not just because of the Star Wars content, because Disney
But
Plus has all the Star Wars content, obviously.
And Marvel.
But and it's not really as much for Marvel either, because I'm not really a fan of Marvel. Apart from the comics, I'm not really a big Marvel guy. It's because they have a lot of content from National Geographic,
Yeah.
like
The
ton
aliens.
of it. They will have like Car SOS, which is a show that I really like.
And Aliens.
Yeah, and Alien. No, that's History Channel. The Aliens are in the History Channel.
I thought they were the same company.
No. National
I
Geographic is
think
another one.
at one point they were the same company.
I can't be sure about that.
Yeah.
But now they're not.
Eh.
Still, they have shows with aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have like
aliens.
Cosmos and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's going to be the first streaming service that I will actively subscribe to, especially because my girlfriend likes all those Disney crappy movies like Aladdin and
Call them
whatever.
crappy.
I'll call them whatever the fuck I
The
want.
original were great. The remakes are crappy.
She don't listen to us. I'm gonna call them what I want.
Aww. Bitch slap.
What the fuck?
You don't fool me.
I made a promise to myself that I wasn't gonna swear this season, but
Shit.
you already fucked me up. What the fuck? We should really stop watching American Dad while recording.
Yeah. Especially this episode is the first time I've seen.
You haven't seen this one?
No.
Where Haley gets a job and
No,
she wants
no.
to fuck the coworker, and
No.
then the coworker is married to
Oh.
Roger, to one of Roger's personas. Oh shit, I'm spoiling it. Sorry.
I always knew
Me so sorry.
No, I know. I always knew that they were going to have some weird ass shit
Yeah,
because
it's Roger and it's
Yeah.
American Dad.
yeah,
Probably the other way around. It's probably because it's American Dad and it's Roger.
yeah,
It would have made more sense.
but
Yeah. Excuse me, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
creeping.
okay,
But yeah, wanna start? It's 6 minutes in. Let's maybe
Yeah.
start.
yeah. So first news,
It's a sad one, isn't it?
we're going to ask for a minute of silence for the death of Battlefront 2.
Shit, I can. EA don't deserve my respect in that field.
It's not a respect for the EA; it's for DICE and the game.
Yeah, because I mean, EA. Haven't seen that meme yet. The E meme.
No.
I'm gonna show you after that.
Okay.
But yeah, DICE had all of a lot of content to add. You remember probably that at some point we even discussed the possibility of Ahsoka being in the game
Yeah,
because
Ahsoka
there were game files with the design
and
Ventress,
Ventress exactly.
and suddenly it's over.
Yeah.
They add Scarif after months and months without content, and all of a sudden it's gone.
Scarif was caring.
I mean, I really like what they did with the map.
Yeah, it's short, but
It's not exactly short. You mean it's bigger than it was on the
it's
first
bigger.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
It was. They added several little islands. They added a lot of ground to fight to. It's really fun because the attackers now have a lot of routes to go and to flank. So you can like in the first stages you can actually get behind enemy lines and attack from the back line of the Empire.
Yeah.
And to defend, it's really fun because you never know from where your enemies will come.
Yeah.
So on that regard, it's fun.
Yeah, especially on the last stage.
Yeah, because there are a lot of maps where you basically shoot ahead, like the last stage on Jabba's Palace. You just shoot ahead.
And on the Death Star.
Yeah, and on Death Star, still the Death Star has more entry points.
Yeah.
The Jabba's Palace only has that corridor.
Yeah.
It's really you get Iden, you get Bosk.
In the last phase.
Yeah, you get Iden, you get Bosk, and you get 200 kills there, especially in co-op.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, lately I've been playing more co-op than anything.
Yeah.
Because I suck at the game, so it's the only way to feel comfortable myself.
Welcome to my group.
Still, sometimes I try to play online too, and it's the same situation in the last stage. Oh, see, Roger's tattoo there. I want to give you a minute to process this.
Disturbed. Holy fuck shit, motherfucker.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All processed.
Yeah. Sorry.
But
It's
I
because
mean-
it was just disturbing because it was Robert in a way of a Betty Page photo.
yeah.
So I'm going to be disturbed for a long time. Thank you very much, American Dad.
You'll get over it.
Yeah.
You'll get over it. But still, Scarif was fun.
Yeah.
I like the skins that they added.
Yeah.
Although I haven't unlocked yet the mall skin because it's a
Some
lot
of the
of kills.
some of the skins were free, which I was surprised.
Yeah, but a couple
The
of
mall-
them weren't.
Yeah, the mall one.
The mall one is really hard
Yeah.
to get because everyone wants to play mall right now.
Yeah.
Also the ones from Rise of Skywalker for Rey and for Kylo are really cool. I think they're really well done.
Yeah.
They're really well done.
But I love the Emperor one.
Yeah, the Emperor one is great, and
It
like we said, like we discussed like
Yeah.
offline.
Predicted.
Yeah, they added Chewbacca and Emperor Palpatine to the last era because
The
it
last
wasn't,
phase, because they were there.
and not only that, but also because the Resistance era was the only one that didn't have four heroes in each
Yeah.
side. They
Now
only
they
had
do.
they only had 2 or 3,
Free.
and then they with the robots they had 4, and now they have 5. I think Kylo, Rey, Phasma, Finn. Yeah, they have 4 now. They have 4 now.
Bots.
And now Palpatine and Chewbacca, yeah.
Shooter.
I was probably confusing with someone else. But yeah, Chewbacca now is in all eras
Yep.
because
My boy.
because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Han Solo was probably like Chewbacca's third dog or something.
What?
Yeah, Han Solo. Giving the lifespan of Chewbacca,
Yeah.
Han Solo was like Chewbacca's third dog.
Oh. Got it.
Or something around that.
Han Solo was the dog. Yeah.
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 Because Chewbacca is a carpet, not a dog. It's like a walking carpet.
It's the inverse of the funny animal.
Yeah, and apparently EA decided to cut funding because of Battlefield 6 and PlayStation 5,
Stupid.
I think. I don't know if this is confirmed, but
Yeah.
I think that this is the most logical explanation. Is the development of Battlefield 6, especially because it will probably be a Call of Duty early in PlayStation 5. So if they want to keep in the game, they have to do something.
They have to keep up with the duty.
Yeah. Duty. And there are rumors that Battlefront 3 is not coming for a long time. So
But we will keep on playing.
I think that they will obviously make a third Battlefront.
Oh yeah, I forgot one thing to add to our list, which is related to Battlefront, which most of the people already know.
It's free.
Yeah.
month. Yeah. For
Those
PlayStation Plus users,
they gave.
And I think it's included on EA Access. If you have EA Access, it's free, like always,
on computer.
and on PlayStation.
That I didn't know. Okay, that's.
But yeah, I know a lot of guys that are like playing the game now, just because it's free. I even have a friend who doesn't like Star Wars and downloaded the game
just for
the campaign, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which
hooray
does-
for
which-
him!
Which doesn't exactly make sense.
He can be just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Chodesh. I mean,
yeah.
he's curious.
Yeah, it's the wheels.
Yeah, it's the wheels.
He went with the wheels of motion.
And I also know a guy that has the game. He's been playing the campaign,
Yeah.
and he told me when he feels ready to
Go forward to the
play with the other modes, he will like, hey, let's play. And
Yeah. First co-op,
yeah,
then co-op, then co-op, then try the others. Well, actually no.
I would start with the others actually,
Yeah.
just to get a taste.
Yeah. Actually, I would go like Blast,
Yeah, Blast is really fun. Yeah,
Extraction. Then co-op.
yeah. Blast sometimes is
Then-
really fun.
Yeah, super. Then try like Supremacy, Heroes, and Ewok Hunt.
And now Supremacy is a good thing because the games now don't last as long. They don't last like 2
some
hours.
Maps,
Yeah,
some maps they removed the ships
yeah. I mean,
or don't
the
have
Rebellion
the ships.
era
Yeah.
doesn't have the ships.
Yeah.
So right there, it's more than half an hour of
Yeah.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Because
Which
some-
kinda
because- And this is one of the reasons I stopped playing Supremacy. It's really fun. It's really immersive, but sometimes the games last way too long.
No, but they made it short the moment they also changed the way
the timers work inside
the ship.
the ships. Yeah,
And the objective, now you don't have to hit 2 plays. If
Yeah,
you choose
just one, yeah.
and the points change it also.
it's better for attackers, and I
Yeah.
think it's better for defenders too because
Yeah.
they can concentrate their forces and actually create very interesting combat
yeah.
in those points. But still, the games are still sometimes long, especially in the Clone Wars era, because
Yeah.
there are so many units to
points.
choose from.
Yeah.
You have the Clone Commando, the ARC Trooper, and
Yeah. The battle droid.
the battle droid, the super
Yeah.
battle droid, the droid commando, the
ninja.
droideka. You have,
The ninja droid.
and not talking about heroes and villains,
yeah.
and not talking about the basic ones too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to choose there.
One thing that I kind of liked, they basically gave the short trooper skin for every class of
Yeah.
normal trooper, and now you just put the same skin in everything. And is that guy a sniper or is
Yeah.
an army?
Well, there
Or,
are like different shapes and patterns on the colors in the short trooper armor, but
there is.
yeah, there are. The like the officer has one shape of colors. The heavy one has another. It's very subtle, and if you don't have like a keen eye, you will not really.
Especially on the middle of.
And especially when you're aiming down the sights and pulling the trigger. Yeah. But now you can.
the trigger.
Now you have like short troopers fighting on Hoth, which is always good. I'm personally more of a cannon guy. I try to go with the correct skin for the right map.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to go with the short trooper to the snow, yeah, go for it, bro. I don't
it
really
works
I don't
like
really
hella
have a problem
fun.
with that.
Especially when you dig up all the snow and then use the dirt as a camouflage. It works just fucking great.
What?
I'm joking.
I know.
If you mix the snow and the mud, you create that pasty, brownish color of the shore, so it works just fucking great. Camouflage 101
Yeah,
for Star Wars.
Camouflage 101. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of ours yesterday
Yeah.
about consoles and the next generation of consoles, and I think that this ties in really well with the theme that we are talking right now, which is Battlefront, and what can we expect for Star Wars games
In the near
in the
future.
new generation of consoles,
Yeah.
because I didn't watch it from beginning to the end. There were some things that I didn't watch in the PlayStation live stream yesterday.
When is it going to be released? PlayStation 5?
I think
Supposedly.
around holidays this year, right? Around Christmas, I think.
Yeah, totally.
November, December, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm still deciding if I'm going to buy it this year
Yeah.
or in the next
not-
one.
Maybe next year.
I'm still deciding on it because I think it will depend on the release titles.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching the Gran Turismo
Yeah.
reveal,
Yeah.
but obviously I will have to wait for
The final confirmation.
because it was a cinematic trailer, You know,
Yeah.
it had some pre-alpha footage,
Yeah.
but it's mostly a cinematic one. So I will wait for the gameplay trailer, and I need to know if it's going to be a release title or not.
Yeah.
If it is, maybe I will think about it. But since I also need like a
My question is PlayStation 5 going to read PlayStation 4 games
yeah.
or not?
There will be I think this is confirmed by Sony. I think this was confirmed by one of their executives, Mark Cerny.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have compatibility with PS4.
Okay.
On launch, it will only be like a list of games,
Like later on.
but they will surely expand that list over time.
Okay.
I don't know which games will be because I think that they are giving the chance and the choice to devs to actually allow it to be retro compatible.
No, because there are still a lot of games in the market and recent release for PlayStation 4 and products which I still am waiting for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but
and
I will still be buying games for PlayStation 4 this year.
Yeah.
Expect probably just one or two, but I
Yeah.
will be buying them.
Now, for example, I'm still waiting for the new Star Wars Lego game,
Yeah,
and that I want to play and
I think,
buy.
and that's a game that I think that they will postpone, so they can actually
Release with your new console.
on
Shit.
both consoles,
Eh,
or they will have like two release windows, like for The Last
Yeah.
of Us 2,
yeah.
which will be released in summer for PS4, and then will be
next
re-released for PS5.
Yeah.
Which is funnily enough, it's what kind of Rockstar Games is going to do. They released GTA 5 for PS3, right?
And
then
then
when the
re-release
PS4
it.
came out, they re-released it for the PS4. Now they will re-release it for
For
the
Play-
PS5. So they're milking this cow to the
A
last
lot.
drop of milk.
Especially with the online play.
Yeah, it's going to be online focused. It will have still the single player campaign, all the single player stuff, but it's like an
All the
enhanced-
single players. All the single players.
I was actually thinking about that.
Put your hands up.
This is the musical moment of the day.
Actually, I'm not curious to see on YouTube if someone has done this.
Probably.
Probably.
If it's on, if it exists, it's on the internet. But yeah,
That's Rule 34.
I know.
But it's Rule 44 and concern is just for porn.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Trust
it
me,
is.
it's not just for porn.
I think
The
it
rule
is.
states it's just for porn, but it's not.
Okay.
If
I
it
think
exists, it's
yeah.
on the internet, not
Yeah.
just porn.
Yeah.
Still, it's going to have the single player features,
Yeah.
like campaign, side missions, whatever. But they will apparently offer GTA Online for the first 3 months on the PS5.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you have the game on the PS4 and play GTA Online, they will give like $1
Bonus.
million of in-game money each month to players until GTA 5's PS5 version releases. Now, what I didn't understand is if they will be selling the game and offering then the 3 months of GTA Online, or they will giving the game to players who already own the PS4 version. That's one of the things that I didn't understand.
Like-
Still, they are milking this.
Like they gave a code in game for who's those have the game on PlayStation 4 and just go to the store and digit, and now you have a digital version.
Cyberpunk will be doing this. If you buy
Yeah.
the PS4 version,
Yeah.
they will give you the PS5 version, I think.
Okay.
I mean, this is going to happen for digital copies of this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But on physical copies, I think that they will also be doing that. I don't know how, but I think they will. I'm not sure how. It's going probably to have you'll need probably to register your copy through a website or something.
And then put your address and
Yeah.
wait for Amazon for like 3 to 4 years to deliver it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how, but I think that this has been confirmed. I can't be sure.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Like nowadays you pay, let's say 70, 80 euros, dollars, whatever,
but
for a digital copy. You're basically saying they're going just put to that price for 2 copies of the same
I mean-
game for different consoles.
you can also think about this like on the marketing side, because
No.
there's a lot of people that will only buy the PS5 without having the PS4, and
Yeah.
there are people who will buy the PS5 having the PS4 but don't buy Cyberpunk for the first version. So imagine a guy has Cyberpunk for PS4. He buys the PS5 and gets the copy. He has a friend who is on the fence of if he wants to get it for the PS5. Oh, here, guy. Try it on mine. I mean, I'm not a marketing genius, but
It's weird.
yeah, they have something on their minds.
Yeah.
They will know that a lot of people will not be buying 2 copies. So, yeah, why should I buy this game twice? So, maybe that's the angle
But-
they're going for. I don't know.
This is a weird option.
I think that it's going actually to boost their sales and their
Yeah.
pre-sales.
Yeah, probably. I'm just thinking this on, for example, the Japanese market, which they would never do this. Currently, until pre-COVID, which I sold kinda some PS2 games, I had 3 copies of the same game for 3 different consoles. And I just keep thinking, I buy it to have all the collection on the same console. Judge me, judge not, whatever. But then I keep thinking, this is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
For-
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
I bought Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 for PlayStation 2. Then they announced for PlayStation 3 the special version that that was only released on Japan. Japans. You're welcome. Japan. In English. And then for the third game or Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts 3, which was not the third game, was released for PlayStation 4. For PlayStation 4, and then I bought the same games on a Play It All version for PlayStation 4 to have it on the same console of the other games. And I was thinking, so I paid this for the first one, then I paid again for the again, and then I paid again for the again. And it's like, for example, now you have, it has been released, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. But they're also selling the original. And they sold for PlayStation 1. Then PlayStation 2, okay, they didn't sell it for PlayStation 2 because with PlayStation 2 you could play PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah.
But then on PlayStation 3 you could buy it again. Then on PlayStation 4 you can buy it again. Then you have the remake, and
But
you had on computer, and then
The
on
thing
Steam.
is, on Final Fantasy and those kinds of Japanese games, more
it's a market.
some more, some less, but they are all niche games. I mean, they are targeted for a specific kind of player.
And the memory.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like just because, you enjoy it,
Yeah.
you enjoy it. A friend of ours enjoys it. A friend of ours enjoys it, but most of the people, what the fuck has happened to my computer? Most of the people will not be like enjoying those games. I mean, I played a couple of them. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, this is cute,
Yeah.
but
not
it's really not my cup of tea. And just like me, there's a lot of people, you know.
I
So
think that new
sometimes,
version
so that's
would
why I
make-
understand why they keep those versions
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
On games like Cyberpunk, for instance, I think that it's different because it's a game that will, despite still being a niche game, because it's very futuristic and
Yeah.
whatever,
They made
it's a
several
more
things.
it's a more general targeted game.
It's like they have three things on the game that's going to pull different type of crowds for the game.
Yeah.
One, it's the futuristic looks.
Yeah,
You have the nerds. Then you have Keanu Reeves. You have the Keanu Reeves fans.
there's the guys who enjoy a good action game. There's the
Also
guy
that,
who
okay.
enjoys a good shooting game.
Okay, then four type of
Yeah.
you have the nerds, you have the Keanu Reeves fans, you have the shooting action fans, and then you have the perf fans.
Yeah,
Because you can customize the
everything, even to your genitals.
Yeah,
So you have more customization than on The Sims,
yeah,
without being a simulation game.
yeah. In no mods.
Yeah,
Yeah. A friend of mine, she's playing Sims, and I was joking with her to say, go to Nexus Mods, create an account.
Oh yeah.
Check, put on your account things to see the mature things, and you're gonna be surprised. And I said, I already have something like that installed, and I was like,
Yeah,
you naughty.
yeah. It's
You know
there are some mods that are.
You know what was her defense? It's to look more realistic.
It's true.
And I was like, so imagine you're bored and you're gonna do it, but you don't know the action. You put the game on, and then you like click random, and I say, okay, let's go to this position.
Yeah, it's like you're having visitors
yeah,
in your sim house, and your Sims just happen to want to do that.
okay,
And nothing happens because it's The Sims. Your visitor will just look like we'll still have a conversation with your Sims. They are like
yeah.
woo, and they will still
Yeah, the
having a
shopping
conversation.
was great. Have you seen the new series on promotion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Susul.
They're called Pop.
I'm not entirely sure how that works or the sound effects are, but
What they could put everything there.
I know, but I don't know if those mods have the sound effects like that.
They can.
They can have, yeah, they can have.
They can. They could. They should. They probably do.
They probably did, yeah.
I remember an article that I read about a famous guy who made not suited for work mods for Sims and Skyrim and whatever, based on custom request, and he made like thousands a year, like enough to live just to create fapping imaginations for other people.
Yeah. I mean, there are people who get their paychecks translating erotic tales and selling them on Amazon, so.
Yeah, especially with the Japanese things.
Yeah, so it's a brave new world.
A whole new world.
You're very musical today.
I think you're.
You're very musical
It's
today.
the sensation of missing this couple of hours
Yeah,
per week.
probably, yeah.
It's touching my heart.
I'll allow
and
it.
because we're also talking about
Things we enjoy.
no about 5 things connected to Disney. Another thing of Disney, but before that, PlayStation 5.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
look.
You didn't see the event, right?
No.
So if you have some doubts, I can try
Now,
to put the pieces.
The doubts is supposedly there are two versions of the PlayStation.
Yes.
I didn't read about that. I
There's
just saw-
it's kind of what Xbox did on this latest edition they had.
okay. Oh, you're Rocky.
Like in the end of last year or something,
Yeah.
they released a version that it's only digital.
What does that mean?
I mean, it doesn't
no
have
entry?
it doesn't have a CD port.
No.
So
No.
PlayStation 5
No.
will have two versions.
No, I'm just thinking those families who still have like the grandma who's just gonna buy a game at suggestion on any shop for the grandson and buys like, oh, this is the newest game, and buys the physical copy and is going to show as a present,
Yeah.
and he has the digital.
I actually think that the digital version will be very popular with kids. And the CD versions will be more popular with the older people.
Yeah,
Like, people with in our generation or a little older, you know, who
yeah,
still have that feeling of opening the box, taking the
Yeah.
CD out,
smelling the CD,
smelling the new box.
Yeah,
It's like a ritual. It's like
It's-
still having vinyls and
it's
stuff.
like a friend of mine always shows me what's in promotion, what's being given free. Although I don't like Epic, the system of selling games.
Yeah.
I don't like it. There have been some programs that which makes
Personally,
me,
I only have Steam,
yeah,
and
me too.
I've been buying a lot of games on Steam.
Yeah. If there's a free game on Epic, I tried it once, because I was curious of that game about surviving Mars.
Yeah,
I played and I was like, nope,
you don't.
it's not for me. It's not for
You
me.
didn't enjoy it.
Because I was.
It's like a city builder.
No, it's a city builder, but the art on the box, I was like, this is gonna look like the art on the box.
It kind of does. Well, with the
a lot of rendering.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more like surviving game, simple game with that type of art on the
it's
box.
like if you look at the art box of Stellaris,
Yeah,
you know, you look at the art box and then look at the game. It's completely different.
yeah. I was just in the mood of thinking, let's try the game.
Hey,
I
but
tried the game. It wasn't.
But
for
it
me.
was free, so yeah.
Yeah, it was free, and I
Dude.
tried it. I didn't buy the game.
Yeah, it's like we all have good and bad experiences. I mean, with Steam a couple of months ago but like a year ago or something, actually gave us free Crusader Kings 2.
Mhm.
And I was like, I never played Crusader Kings.
Let's try it.
I love Paradox
Yeah.
games. Surviving Mars is a Paradox game. I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. I thought it was like Europa Universalis, you know, you control a country and it's not.
Nope.
It's like it's more of an RPG kind of thing.
Yeah,
You
like Game
control-
of Thrones.
You control a character from a dynasty.
Yeah,
know?
it's like Mountain Blade, I think.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I have never played that.
I never played it. I only saw. What the fuck? I only saw Mountain Blade with a mod. Like midway of. In the midway of Game of Thrones, I knew a guy from university that got the game and then got a mod to play based on Game of Thrones, and this
Yeah.
was like third season, you know,
Yeah.
really early on. But the mod was nice; it was really nice. But yeah,
The thing, it was a pleasant experience, you know.
yeah,
Just like think, oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is gonna be like this, but
it's going to. I can like control a country and expand the borders, and so, but it's instead of Renaissance and stuff, it's on the feudalism.
There's-
Yeah, it's not.
there's a real simple game that I like, which is called Warlock. Basically, it's like, imagine Catan, okay, because you have the hexagons and all that.
Yeah.
But its space is
I actually
like
got the expansion for 6 players.
oh,
My
nice.
girlfriend gave me, not the
Nice
the
car-
blue box,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
the small one.
the small
Yeah.
one, for just more land,
Yeah.
not the sea.
Yeah,
They all have like 5 expansions, I think. 5,
if I
6.
know of, there's only like
The sea.
there's the C one.
Uh,
I only know the C one. Besides the
the islands.
I don't know.
No, I think there are like 4, 5, 6.
Since I'm not
expansions.
planning on buying the C one, I
Yeah.
just I happen to like just the base game, and
because you don't like under the sea,
yeah,
under the sea.
I can like drown or something. So
Yeah.
no, please,
No mermaids for you.
huh?
No mermaids for you.
Mates,
Mermaids.
mermaids. No,
Mermaids. Actually, one thing. Great band. I miss the show.
yeah, so do I.
Yeah, and the band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the YouTube videos.
Yeah, for the YouTube videos, we still have Batman Metal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
thank
that.
God.
It's that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, but a lot of expansions. But Hexagon Field, you have troops, you have castles, you have objectives, you can create resource points for magic. Basically, it's like a warlock versus warlock, and you have the control of the field, send troops, battle. It's simple.
Yeah.
The graphics look nice, and I enjoy it.
It's like, I mean, that's why I buy a lot of games that are on sale. I really don't. Usually don't buy full price games.
I usually grab free games or humble bundles.
The last time I bought a full price game
Yeah,
was like
it was for console.
For console.
Yeah,
For PC, I don't know when it was. It was like
I think I've never.
for PC. I don't think I have ever bought a full price game.
Either physical or digital.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
Never
same.
ever. Football Manager was on sale. Crusader Kings was free.
I
Europa
think my
Universalis was on sale. Victoria was on sale.
For example, my first PC game was Given.
Yeah,
So
mine
I
too.
think
Good old SimCity, the first one.
me it was Hercules. Hercules for Disney. Like
yeah.
I love that.
That
shit.
game was really cool.
Yeah.
It was the one from the PlayStation 1 too, right?
Yeah.
That game was crazy. Yeah.
I think the PlayStation 1 had an extra
Yeah.
scene.
And I never
Map.
played it on the PC, but
Yeah.
on the PlayStation was really cool.
Yeah, it was basically the same. I think just that PlayStation had one extra thing.
Yeah.
Um,
But still, for PC I have never bought a full price game.
yeah.
I believe that someone may have
given you
given me
a new game.
bought full price, like Freelancer. I think that
Yeah.
the person who gave me bought it full price, but personally I didn't.
The first
For console, yeah, I've bought a few, but the last one was like September,
my first
and it
last-
was the only one I've
Yeah.
bought full price like last year.
I only bought
It
one
was-
game.
It was
on full
NHL.
price.
NHL 20 was the only game I bought full price. last year.
My only game that that I bought like full price on ever was Kingdom Hearts 3. Because I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was going to
remember.
be
Yeah,
the
I
last
remember
game,
one,
and I was
yeah.
like, yes, I don't want spoilers. Let's
no, it's
play
not.
this. And it was like, sorry for the spoil, but not the end.
Yeah.
Just the end of a chapter, and it was like, you motherfuckers. And now you have the DLC for 30 euros, and I still like, am I gonna buy it? I should. I want to know the
Wait,
rest of the story.
Is this Hulk Hogan?
Yes. I miss that guy.
Why is Hulk Hogan on Rocky 3? I don't remember watching him.
I think it's just like a small.
It's like a
introductory
charity
battle.
event, yeah.
Yeah.
That I understand, but I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really remember ever watching.
You know
Hulk
what I
Hogan on
remember?
this.
Hulk Hogan was in that Kids Ninja movie.
Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that. Okay, let's resume our track. PlayStation 5 looks like something taken from I Am Robot, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Or
I actually think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I like I'm not really a very futuristic
yeah,
guy. I like.
it's a slim.
On-
It looks
on
like
some-
the
on
new
something-
cars.
I don't think it's slim. I think it's actually fatter than the PS4
No,
Pro.
the slim look, not slim physical. It's a slim look.
It's fluid.
What reminds me is that recent version of an electric car from BMW.
Yeah.
That one.
The
Without the blue.
that one
Yeah.
really
Yeah. Why
the
it was introduced like white
i8
and then
the i8
yeah, and things in black and in blue.
Yeah.
Remove the blue. There you got it.
One of the things that actually concerned me about the PS5
Is the controller?
no
Ah.
I actually like the controller. I think it looks new.
Slim.
It looks completely new, but it
Yeah.
still holds that classic
Memorability.
look from the older PlayStation. People say it looks like an Xbox. It really doesn't look like an
Yeah.
Xbox controller,
Yeah.
just because of the grips. But
Yeah.
it doesn't. My main concern on the PS5 was the cooling system, because the PS4 has a horrible cooling system.
Mhm.
It makes a lot of noise. You're playing like 5 minutes
Yeah.
and it looks like you have a train coming to your
No,
house.
I have my PlayStation. I forgot the difference
Yeah.
of heights. I have. My PlayStation is on my desk because I'm using the screen of the tower to play with the PlayStation with the jack and all that. One time I had a chocolate bar. I forgot it behind the PlayStation. It was closed, but then when I grabbed it, it
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
and was like, shit.
The thing is, it doesn't really have as many
Fingers.
air
Yeah.
entries
Yeah.
as we would have liked the
Yeah.
PS4.
You
And
just
but the
have to
fan
drill them.
but the fan is really
Powerful.
is really powerful.
Yeah.
So it attracts a lot of dust.
Yeah.
More so than the other ones.
Yeah.
So, but from what I understood, the PS5 has a lot of
Entry
entry
points.
points,
Okay.
a lot of them, especially on the top,
Yeah.
and the same base that it's used to make it stay up.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same.
Entry point.
No, it's the same base to put it like standing. It's the same one to put it horizontally, you know. So you don't have to buy like a support thingy to add.
Yep.
From what I understood, there's a lot of entry points. So
Yep.
maybe cooling system will not be an issue here.
Yep.
Because the PS4 has a lot of. So I can't imagine when The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine how hot and how noisy the PS4 will be. You can like fry an egg over it, probably.
Hey, it's
You're going to
play
be able to
early,
cook your breakfast while playing
Exactly.
in the same room.
Doing the same one.
Yeah.
Doing the same one. One.
Maybe we don't need a PS5. Maybe the
Yeah,
PS4 is the perfect one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It cooks.
It cooks your pizza
Yeah.
and your burritos.
lets you play.
and it lets you play.
It's great.
It's great. It's fucking great.
It's the best thing ever. But yeah, the design.
Yeah. But I was just going to talk about PS5 before passing on to other matters related to Star Wars. because we have no news of a recent new game of Star Wars.
Yeah, there was a rumor that Battlefront 3 wasn't going to come, but I think that they will. Probably not next year, but maybe in 2 years.
What I expect from a recent game from Star Wars is like something like the Knights of the Old Republic, because of the new material they are going to release as books and comics.
Yeah.
Since the Skywalker saga ended and they announced it like Empire stage of all that. But we have to wait to see what they release.
Fallen Order made something very special.
Yeah.
It showed EA that people still want a single player experience.
And meanwhile, while we were gone, they released a DLC that was included in the game. It's like they added the things. No, what they added was, I think I can spoil a little bit of the story nowadays, correct?
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so there's a part when the main character looks like a Sith, and that skin has been unlocked, which looks fucking great. And they added the mod inspired in one of the parts of the game, which you can create battle scenarios to train, like simulations to train yourself, which looks great. And they add stuff for people to replay the games. I still haven't, because I'm playing other games. For me, I took advantage of Days of Play for a little bit discount on 3 months of PlayStation Now. I've been playing Spider-Man finally.
Spider-Man is really cool.
Love the story.
There's going to be like a sequel as a release title for the PS5.
With that ending, I hope so.
It's with Miles Morales.
Yeah, as Spider-Man Black.
Yeah.
I love the skins. I played the entire game as soon as I could as Spider-Man Punk.
Yeah.
I love that skin. And the thing that I most liked in that game was when you fast travel, you go by train.
Yeah.
And you have the loading symbol on the bottom, which is small. And then I always took picture of the snares because I want to have it pass on my PlayStation on rest mode, because they were fucking great. Like Spider-Man Punk with a guy sleeping on his shoulder, and I was like, why not? Spider-Man Punk checking his tweet videos. Why not?
Yeah, why
Spider-Man Punk punking. Why not? No, I love the Spider-Man Punk scenario. More, I could grab the Ghost version. I could grab the futuristic version, but Spider-Man Punk for me was like dead on. And I've been playing that. I also been playing a game that a friend has been advising me for like a year. It's a less known game, but he likes vampire stuff.
Vampire, yeah.
Vampire.
With an Y.
Y
Vampire.
before the R. He likes Vampire the Masquerade stuff, and said some abilities are really close, and he was curious about the game. He doesn't have a PlayStation 4, but he was curious about the game. I was like, it's on PlayStation Now. Let's try it. Hey, it's not that bad. The game is not that bad. There's a lot of fighting, level up, social skills. You can level up the easy way, which is basically consuming the blood of humans. You have the harder way, which is not consuming the blood of humans. Because the moment you kill the person, you kind of cancel any side quest that could be related to that person. So you complete first all the things, then consume the blood, or You just
You lose something there. Yeah.
it's win-win lose scenario.
It's a lot like Red Dead Redemption 2, which a lot of people
You
do
can
have
kill them.
side quests for
Yeah.
you, but the game doesn't prevent you from killing them.
Actually, it's even more like Skyrim. Why? Because one version of the game that I played on Skyrim, one new save game, you go to the main city, White something, I don't remember the River Run. No, that's from Lord of the Rings. Okay, there was a city, the main city that you go in the beginning of the game. Talking with Ulfric, I think. Yeah, I think that's the one. And you have like the daughter of the councilman is a blacksmith. There was I got the house. I went to sleep. In the next morning, there was a vampire attack, which killed her. So any possible scenarios with her, I lost.
Good. Good.
I think there was no like big ass quest, but there was a quest which you took a sword to the king ordered by her father, or a sword to her father, something like that,
Yeah.
which then gave more little bit confidence on the scenario with the king, but she died.
Oh.
Yeah, and so no
Positive.
quest. Even not knowing her that well, I got inheritances from her, like a little bit of money. So thank you. But it happens. It can happen. It can kill any. I forgot those earrings. Okay, so Clone Wars.
Yeah. I'm still
Clone Wars,
processing.
yeah,
it. Jesus.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That ending scenes. Damn. That
Those-
last episode.
Those
Damn.
4 final episodes were.
Damn.
Yeah. I knew what was going to happen,
Yeah.
but I was like, Jesus, man. Come on. Damn. Just, okay.
Yeah.
Just-
Damn.
Be cool. I mean, I'm still.
Bitch, be cool.
I'm.
Still processing.
Yeah.
There was a meme that I caught in the last days that if that I'm terrible with names. You know it. Dear listeners know it. If the woman commanding Star Wars currently leaves the company, what the hell is who is going to be at the front? And there was fans, 2 points, and the image of Maul saying Filoni, which I would love.
I don't think it would be Filoni. I think
Yeah.
it would be Jon Favreau,
Yeah,
personally.
but keep Filoni on the team.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Filoni has to be kept there.
But
yeah.
the ending was.
Because I think that Filoni is the only person that actually understands what George Lucas intended for Star Wars,
Yeah.
and is the only person that is capable of encapsulating what George Lucas would have wanted,
So leave him
what
doing the
Kathleen
work.
Kennedy wants,
Yeah.
and what the fans want. And I think
Yeah.
he's the only person.
It's the mid bridge.
Yeah, he's the only person who can perfectly encase all of this.
Yeah.
So he needs to be kept there. Obviously, Jon Favreau still is also capable of doing it very well.
Yeah.
But I think Filoni understands Star Wars better, from my point of view.
Yeah. It's a mid bridge. You cannot put the mid bridge in the beginning because you'll have less time to be the mid bridge. I think that's
Yeah. And
where you want to go.
And Filoni has been involved with Star Wars for so many years now that he basically is
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I have mad respect for the man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not gonna lie. I have mad respect for him.
Like I told you, I hate
Especially-
him and I love him. at the same
Especially
time.
because in the first seasons of the Clone Wars, especially when they introduced Ahsoka, and
Yeah.
he got a lot of flack for it because Ahsoka in the first episode she appeared.
kind of bratty.
Yeah, she was kind of bratty. She was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But now we look back at it, and it's
Damn,
called
dog. Evolution.
Hero's Journey. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's called character progression,
Yeah.
which is something that sadly, and I can't stress this enough, it's something that sadly a lot of the characters from the new movies didn't have. They kind of stumbled in the movies. They went on wild goose chases, and I think that a lot of it is due to lack of real character progression.
I think there's one character, maybe two, who go through that.
Yeah, it's
On
Kylo,
you.
obviously.
Hmm?
It's Kylo.
Kylo,
Obviously.
and Finn.
I don't think Finn does. Really, if you look back at Finn in the movies, the only memorable moments he has, and this is, I know that this is a meme,
Yeah.
but it's true. The only memorable moments you have from Finn are Rey in all the movies. He's crying for Rey. Rey.
Yeah, but the thing is, it goes from desperate to the guy who waits for the savior to the guy who, fuck it, I'm gonna this and sacrifice myself.
Out of the three heroes,
Yeah.
he is the only one with somewhat of a character
Progression.
He's out of the three heroes, he's the
Yeah.
only one that has something that resembles that.
Yeah.
But I still don't think, because his character, the way it was designed and the way it was presented, it had so much potential. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But compared to all the new characters,
Yeah,
Beside Kylo Ren,
apart
which
from
is-
Kylo, yeah.
yeah, beside is like in number 2.
Yeah. But by a mile.
Yeah. But it's number 2 because the others are like, all-
Still at zero.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm not bashing the movies, you know.
Yeah.
You know it. I know it.
It's just different
S-
point
people-
of ways of doing shit.
People who know us know that I enjoy the movies.
Yeah.
But there are so many things that I would change,
Yeah.
especially in the last one.
Yeah.
The movie was visually impressive.
Yeah.
In the
Especially in the beginning,
yeah,
Kylo.
the movie was visually impressive, as are all of J.J. Abrams' movies. And sitting in the cinema chair, I was, this is okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
when I got out and started to actually think about it, and now I've seen the movie like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, man, this movie is 1 hour. This movie actually kind of insults my intelligence, because why the fuck do you need a wayfinder if you just have a key inside a knife that has the perfect like linings of the wreckage of the Death Star? I mean, what? How would, if the knife is so old, how
Yeah.
would they know that the Death? Oh shit! How do they know that the Death Star would fall there with
It's
that?
the ways of the Force.
I'm like, no, man, it doesn't make sense. It's like the last movie is a wild goose chase about something, and look, I have my
Is that-
issues.
It's the knife that old?
I think it is. Yeah, I think the knife is old. Yeah, because the movie kind of implies it. I mean,
Yeah.
they have a very interesting plot there, but it looks like midway through,
Okay.
they kind of chicken out. And
No, I think they grabbed the Goonies.
yeah, but the Goonies worked because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
This movie would have worked in the 80s.
No, in the 2000s.
It's a very frustrating J.J. Abrams movie. I was going to say
but they,
game.
most of the JJ movies grabs on that feels of the 80s.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams is a guy that likes to play a lot with memorabilia. Yeah, with
Tell me
nostalgia.
one
Yeah.
movie. No, I hated the episode of South Park with the Remember Berries and connected to JJ and supposedly ruining Star Wars. But then I'm thinking, Remember Berries about rememberability, and JJ goes with the rememberability, and I'm thinking like, the fucking
Damn it, it's true.
The fucking episode was right.
It's true.
Shit.
I mean, I understand some people. When people say, "Yeah, I love this movie because this, and that."
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Sure.
It's, because enjoying a movie is a lot like personal opinion,
Yeah.
but it only goes so far.
Every time I talk about a Star Wars movie, I remember when I got out of Han Solo, and it was like, wait, there was Darth Maul, but is this movie before or after Darth Vader appears? And it
Yeah,
was
but-
like,
We discussed that, and
so many
we came to the conclusion that a lot of people didn't watch the Clone Wars and what yada yada yada.
yeah,
Because a lot of people that enjoy Star Wars are casual Star
Yeah.
Wars fans. This
Yeah.
is not a bad thing.
yeah,
It's just a choice.
yeah. I think they're going to watch it
And
now
I'm-
because of Disney Plus.
If I can be
Honest.
honest, now that I'm talking about the Rise of Skywalker, with Endgame, I kind of had the same feeling.
Yeah.
You know, everyone was expecting this is going to be even better than Infinity War. Infinity War was incredible
Yeah.
from beginning
The
to end.
suspension,
Yeah,
then the bad ending for heroes.
Infinity War was the Empire Strikes Back of the Avengers,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's see what they do on Endgame. And Endgame happened to be a wild goose chase
Yeah.
for something, you know? I mean, it was the only way that they could do it. Yes,
The way.
it's the way it is.
Yeah.
But I think that they could have made it a little different. I can't tell you how right now
Yeah.
because I'm not really prepared for this conversation right now.
Yeah.
But I had the same feeling. I was underwhelmed by the promise,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And going back to the Rise of Skywalker, the way they introduced Palpatine, they could have made... Because everyone knew that Palpatine was going to be related to the movie.
Yeah.
They could just not put it... Palpatine returns. What? Somehow Palpatine returns... What? No. Take the fucking time to explain it. Don't just show it on the screen and say, oh, look, he's back. No, it doesn't work like that.
Boys are back. The boys are back.
Yeah. It's that. Like,
In the version, the Emperor is back. The Emperor is back. Oh no, it's gonna be the same shit again.
and then like, okay, you
like-
chose to do it this way. Okay. They should have
Yeah.
presented Palpatine
Yeah, they're
differently.
like, there's a strange voice throughout the galaxy. Who,
Yeah. Or something
who
like
cries,
Kylo Ren senses something in
Yeah.
the Force.
or
and-
a strange voice that
Yeah.
only the new ways don't remember, or
Because
something like that.
It doesn't really encapsulate how powerful Palpatine really is, because he only shows his power in the end because he needs to show it. I mean, she doesn't want to be Empress, okay?
Okay.
But you
Bad
will
choice,
but
but
you
okay.
will be Empress. But
Okay.
when you come, I will be the Emperor. Respect your Emperor. No, but now kill me, you will be the Empress. Whatever. But then he chooses to kill her. What?
It consumes the power of the toe sides.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But okay,
Well,
people enjoyed it. Sure.
moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Okay, so we have talked about Battlefront 2,
Yes.
Clone Wars season finale, which was fucking great,
PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5. Before jumping again to games, I think we should talk about since we're talking about Filoni, Mandalorian 2 is not going to be postponed because
it's
of the
going to
COVID.
be released in the schedule they said. So this year, later
I
this
think
year.
they were. Oh, they
think
probably
it's this
already shot everything they needed and was in postpone, and they can
I
kind
think
of do
I
it.
think that when this whole thing happened, I think that the only thing that was missing was actually maybe post-production, which is editing, special effects, and music.
Even if the main actor needed to shoot some more scenes, he has a mask, so you could have a mask
inside a mask.
inside the mask.
Maskception.
Yeah, maskception. But I think it was just waiting for.
Yeah, because I think when they finished shooting season 1,
They're already
they
shooting
immediately
season 2.
started
Yeah.
season 2, I think.
And the great thing that happened, unfortunately, in Portugal, we still don't have Disney Plus.
So legally, we never saw.
No,
The
we
Mandalorian.
saw with stream of a friend from America. I told you that. We said it. If you're doing a closed video stream, it's not illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha. And what I didn't ask my friend to see. What I want to see once it's released on Portugal. It's the Mandalorian behind the scenes that was released on the May the 5th.
I personally didn't watch it. I wasn't able, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too.
I know that it's on YouTube.
Oh, it is?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't see it at the time,
Yeah.
and then I completely forgot to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So my bad. I'm sorry.
But when it's released on Portugal, it's like
Oh yeah,
popcorn and
sure.
watch everything.
I'm gonna binge it all. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Clone Wars season 1, season
Everything.
2, season 3, season 4, season 5, season
Do you think
6,
they're
season
going
7.
to have the animated version of Clone Wars?
I don't think so.
The company limited run. Sorry. God bless me.
Fucking allergies.
Exactly. Limited run did physical copies for PlayStation 4, Xbox, Switch, and PC of the Jedi Academy games 1 and 2. You could buy them separately. You could buy the versions combined. You could buy the special versions with more extras. I almost bought it, to be honest. There was a thing that stopped me.
Money.
Exactly.
It's always money.
The thing is, it's a game that runs on computer, and I think I don't exactly need a physical copy of this game. If I want, I think I can buy them on GOG or Steam. I think I have them on Steam because of a Humble Bundle that a friend offered me
GOG
years
is
ago.
always doing
Promotions.
actually, right now,
Discounts. Yeah.
right now, GOG is actually doing, I think, a massive sale
Yeah.
with classic games. I
Yeah.
think.
And part of the money, I think it goes to charity,
I think,
like
yeah.
in Humble Bundle.
I can't be sure if this sale has ended already.
Yeah.
But
The
it was,
classics.
but it
Yeah.
was. A friend of mine actually bought a couple of classic strategy games there,
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks.
But I almost bought the physical copy of the combined games in one box for PlayStation 4. But it's like, this game is older as me,
Yeah.
and I don't even pay 60 euros for a new game. So it was like my Ship Pass gaming version versus my Star Wars version conflicted inside, creating a disturbance in the force, but then the Ship Pass won. Basically, what I really wanted was for a friend of ours who kind of buys these things to buy the game, and I would borrow it like, oh yeah, thank you very much. But he said, if I'm going to buy the copy, I'm going to buy it for computer. And I said, you motherfucker, you're killing me here.
Come on, just buy it for PS4.
Yeah, exactly, and let me borrow it.
Just because of me, come on. We're friends.
You have the money. I kid with him, but I understood that he wasn't going to buy it. More games.
This actually goes back to our conversation about full price games.
Yeah, exactly. It's a loop. You were talking to me about Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, there was something on. I think that this happened this week. I can't be sure when it was, but you know this game even better than me because I think you actually played it.
I tried to play it twice.
I personally didn't, but
maximum level, but I always get bored.
The thing is, a lot of that game is behind paywalls.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit, not necessarily. The thing is, you spend the energy. You could buy the new things to have it immediately, but it's not necessarily.
Yeah.
But if you're going to play for free, you have to invest a lot of time. I know a guy that still plays the game and is like, he has several games and doesn't have the problem with those type of games where you waste the time, then you have to wait for again to have the things to play again. But it's like every single day he plays on the phone to grab the shards in the maximum level. He almost collected every character, and for me, either it's a game that I can actually just play a bit, spend the things, go away.
Yeah.
Or if it's a more interesting game, I hate it when I have to wait time to play
Yeah.
it. And that's
my
made
biggest issue with games on mobile.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of a report I've seen like this week. I was watching some videos about Battlefront 2 on YouTube from some Battlefront 2 guys that I personally follow, and I was on the account of a guy called Battlefront Knight. He posts
a lot,
huge amounts of quality content
videos.
for not just. It's not really gameplay videos. It's actually discussions,
ideas,
a lot of things about Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
and I think it was this week he released a video about Galaxy of Heroes. He personally said doesn't play this game, but he knows and has contact with a lot of content creators for Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
Because nowadays every game has a community, has content creators for it. And there was one of them, I didn't catch his name, that actually posted online some constructive criticisms about the game being behind paywalls and needing to pay a lot of things to actually stay relevant in the game. And he basically was personally targeted by EA, which is the studio which is a company that owns the studio that develops Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
He was personally targeted, and I think that one of his accounts was
deleted,
and it was
kind of
a mess, you know.
Yeah, kind of bad.
I can't be sure to what extent this is true, and to what extent the damage was.
Yeah,
but it's still something that shouldn't be.
I think it's a bad. It's not like he's trash talking the game entirely, there are things that like, yeah, the game has problems. Every game has problems. There's no game perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you really like a game. For example, Spider-Man. I like the game. What's my problem with Spider-Man? It's short.
Yeah.
It's short. Most of the games related to a story either have a gameplay that you have like playing stealth and take like half a month to play it through, like Last of Us. Last of Us, you can either try to shoot out the situation and you have risks of doing, or you're a heck of a stealth player and you have to like play at the fifth of the pace, and it takes more
Yeah.
time. But that's an option.
But the thing is, this is not new
yeah,
on EA's
Yeah.
side, you know. There was a guy on FIFA this year.
well, they the same.
He's been, for years now, been very vocal about FIFA's stalemate, the fact that FIFA is the same game every year, the fact that EA doesn't do shit to
Yeah.
improve the game,
Yeah,
the fact that the game is buggy,
yeah.
is laggy,
And
it
his
has
account was
the
deleted.
same problems
Yeah,
every single
version.
year. No matter how long they take to patch,
Yeah.
how many patches it come, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He's been very vocal about this, and this year especially, he is being very
targeted.
very vocal,
Yeah.
even more so. And he
He's
has
pissed.
been this year. He was personally targeted, and his accounts were systematically suspended. And recently, he's been banned.
Yeah,
Since I haven't been really updated on FIFA since March,
yeah,
because I'm tired of it.
yeah.
To be honest, I'm really tired of it.
Careful what you say. You're going to be targeted.
I don't give a fuck. The only EA game I play right now is, besides Need for Speed, is
Yeah.
NHL,
Yeah,
and I don't really play it online.
yeah.
So, and I'm a good boy on Battlefront 2. So
Yes. I camp a little bit, but who doesn't?
I don't.
But I
The
camp.
thing is, camping is not negative. Camping is a style of play.
Yeah, but I camp against bots.
So
Exactly, doesn't count.
against real players, it's harder to camp.
Jesus. I'm never able to do that. I see
Online-
that fucking sniper with
Against bots, I'm the camper.
Yeah.
Against real players, I'm the camped. But yeah, I haven't been really updating since then.
Yeah.
But the last time I checked, he stopped making FIFA content and started to make PES content. Pro Evolution
Yeah.
Soccer. And
a lot
maybe
less to
this is
complain.
no, not really. I mean,
Okay.
Pro Evolution Soccer has been steadily improving. I mean, this year is a step down from last year's game,
Okay.
but it's still a
You know
very.
me, I don't play.
I know, but I personally I enjoy a good football game.
You know what was the closest thing
FIFA
to a
Street.
fault play that I played recently?
No, recently, no.
Rocket League.
Oh,
I played yesterday.
Rocket League.
I was like, this game is stupid.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I'm gonna like, yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's fun,
yeah.
but it's not for me.
And
I can be like in a room with
Yeah.
someone playing it.
Yeah.
And playing it
Yeah,
with someone,
But I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Man, yesterday I played against a team like those guys who have in the beginning of the name of the clan.
Yeah,
There was one of guys of the clan who controlled the fucking car perfectly.
yeah,
I was surprised to only, for me and the other guy were playing, only lose like 2-1.
nah, that's good. Maybe the clan isn't really good.
No. The other two kind of sucked, but that one player was fucking amazing. He like tricks and control the car and
Yeah.
drift and jump and rocket car jump and like, who are you? Are you like playing style Sword Art Online, which you're inside the fucking car?
Jesus,
Who are you?
Jesus. But yeah, basically,
Yeah.
he started to make Pro Evolution Soccer content, and it's just a guy. Yeah, he has a lot of following on Twitch and on. Yeah, I think it's on Twitch, but still, it's just one guy. If more people like him start to do this, maybe it can become a problem for EA.
Yeah.
So, back to Galaxy of Heroes, this is not new from EA. So, I mean, I understand that some people don't like to get criticized, but when you're a publisher of a video game, I mean, you have to be open for criticism. Especially from content creators and influential people within your communities.
Exactly, because your game ain't perfect, and I think this type of reaction actually makes the things worse. There was a time when Nintendo lost a lot of fans because they tried to create new things for Pokemon, which is alright. But what grabbed most of the fans was that 16-bit vibe, pixelized, and there were content creators using RPG Maker of something to create versions that they wanted for the Pokemon games. And there's a mod if you want to play like Pokemon Red or Green or Crystal or Silver and Gold, which transform the characters, the Pokemons, to like anime cosplay versions of the Pokemons, like girls who barely were dressed and add like ears and details of the Pokemon. It's a mod, so they cannot shut down that thing. But there were great games like Pokemon Insurgents. I played that game, and it grabbed ideas out of the box. There was another which mixed the plutonium on the system and nuclear fission and what the nuclear fission companies and reactors impacted the Pokemons around. It was like ideas out of the box that Nintendo was never going to use.
Yeah.
Because they were like not stupid ass, but in a way, fan creations. And the moment these games became famous, they were shut down legally.
Yeah.
It's not even enough to say, in these credits, we credit Pokemon and Nintendo for inventing Pokemon. This is just a fan idea. And these games were for free. They weren't getting money for this. It was just a person probably who had the idea, liked the franchise, and want to do a version of it.
Yeah.
It's not like people who write fan fiction of Ash and Misty.
No, yeah.
It's like not like that.
Yeah.
It just...
This is something that happens a lot with Paradox games, you know?
Yeah.
They have an issue, which is their games are getting every time more complex.
Yeah.
And it's with more complexity comes more bugs and more difficulties to fix those bugs. So and their DLC policy doesn't improve this, you know. It doesn't help this. But there's something that they do, which is they actually embrace the mod community.
Yeah.
And when you...
It's different spectrums of
on the older games.
gaming
On the older games, their games didn't have like a launcher, you know. You click on the icon and the game just went in straight to the menus. And now their games have like a small launcher, which is like a window, which pops up on your screen,
and you choose
and
the things
there's
and you
like
put the mods you want.
There's an option that says play and there's an option that says quit, and there's like a list on one of the sides of the DLCs that exist and the ones that you own. And then there's a sidebar which you can like choose, which has mods.
Yeah.
And the mods that the Paradox actually recognizes and embraces actually show up there the ones that you have installed, and lets you play with it.
Yeah.
And the online servers, a lot of them actually
Embrace those.
embrace them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is something like what Freelancer had.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
the mods, and a lot of the servers online.
Were created especially for the mod.
Yeah, like Discovery mod and whatever.
The Skyrim, for example, there was a later version of Skyrim which basically grabbed the game, the official DLCs, and they paid the commission to the most famous modders who create the most famous mods, who corrected the bugs,
Yeah.
who added things and all that, to grab it all and put it on the Convention Legendary or Special Edition, whatever, either for PC or console.
Yeah.
I have that version for PlayStation, and they even have a mod background enable for the console,
Yeah.
which is not something that usually happens.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of games permitting mods on the consoles.
No, because the consoles are very hard to mod.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons that actually draws me to a console.
Mhm.
Is actually
The
not having
consistency.
it's very hard to look at, to have mods there. It's hard to have griefers and hackers there,
Yeah.
like it is on a PC. So on a PC, I choose to play more of simulation games and more of strategy
Less
games.
multiplayer games.
You can like Crusader Kings, you can still play it online with
Yeah.
other people, but you can choose to have the mods or not. You
Yeah.
know, and the community is usually
Very open,
very,
especially on
and
Steam.
not just open, but it's a community that is kind of polite,
Yeah.
and it's really understanding of how, because these games are difficult, so it's obviously that you're going to always find the cheat codes and whatever. I mean, if you're playing a single player,
Yeah.
obviously you can use the cheats. Yeah, who hasn't? I personally, sometimes I'm playing on single player, and fuck yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put like
let's
some money here.
go.
But if you're playing multiplayer, you can't do that. So, and the community is very polite, it's very understanding, and and even on social media, the community is also always looking for ways to help each other.
Yeah.
Which is something that you don't see on games like FIFA and whatever.
And a good thing that you have this team, you have such an acceptance for mods that
Yeah.
even Steam has the Steam Workshop.
Yeah. It's
And
true.
tools for creating the mods, and even games show you like, okay, we basically gave you an official tool for you to create your own mods.
Just download it and use it.
Yeah. Go work. Have fun.
Yeah.
One of the things I liked, it's in the game, which I forgot the name of the game. I'm trying to remember the name of the game, but it's like a tactical Darkest Dungeon. There.
Yes.
Okay. Darkest Dungeon has a good thing about mods and a bad thing about mods. The good thing is like people try to create their own versions of the characters and the image files.
Yeah.
Imagine you would like a more decomposing version of Rotting Corpse. Have
Okay.
fun.
Whatever.
What's the bad/good version of this? The other side of the mods is exactly the same as the first I said, but a pornish version of it.
Because because there's porn everywhere.
No, because I just was curious to see, because there's an artist that I follow on Instagram which creates a lot of good kaiju versions, and his type of style is very close to Darkest Dungeon, so he tried to create some bugs because there was a project that he did. It was like Bug Warriors, and he did like Ants in a version of style that was very close to the Dark Angel Engine style. I was like, let's search what other things I can find about this art, and then I saw PNGs of characters that usually appear, but in female versions with like F-cup size of boobs in a horror game.
Jesus.
I know there's a game which I'm kind of curious to play, which is a horror game mixed with scenarios of Lovecraft, H.R. Geiger, and sex.
Oh.
The three things in the same game. Like lust version of the Full Metal Alchemist, but without the head, like half heads and like sexy curves. It's like the most precise image that I can give you is Brutal Legend. The first time he sees the nun.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Real creepy. But in a sexy, creepy way to... like that.
Brutal Legend, which was such a cool game.
Yeah, I'm still sad there isn't a second.
On the newer consoles,
Yeah.
It's a shame. Brutal Legend was really cool.
We should do an episode which we grab some games and search for mods and see the most and talk about the most disturbing thing that we find. I actually can give like one right now. I play Stardew Valley. I like Stardew Valley. I really like the game. And there's a character which is a blonde girl likes fashion. And I never tried to have a relationship with that character, so I only got to see some of the conversations that happen. But there's a scenario where she falls on trash and has like mud on the air, and someone made a mod to replace the mud with cum.
What the fuck?
Like pixelize it.
That's disturbing.
Cum.
Yeah, that's disturbing. Very disturbing. Yeah.
Or
excuse me. What the fuck?
It's like if it's Rule 34, man.
Yeah,
it's Rule 34.
True. It's true.
Imagine a podcast called Rule 34, and we just talked about the things.
There's probably one like that.
Also,
yeah. It has
that
to be.
one. That one has to exist.
Yeah.
Well, you have the website.
I mean, it's Rule 34.
You have the website for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, PewDiePie made a video. If it exists, there's porn of it. We try to Google it.
If it doesn't exist, a podcast called Rule 34.
It's a project we should begin.
I mean, it's something that
someone created, please.
What the fuck? How?
Exactly.
How? Apache penis.
How?
E-nay chuck.
Every time a person says how, I just remember Peter Pan. They're like the dad of the Indian kid. How?
Oh.
And the Peter Pan. How?
Oh.
Bitch. Imagine a Disney, someone grabbing a Disney movie and just dub it with slurs, like current slurs. It would be funny.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture it. That's why I'm silent. I'm trying to picture it.
Like, my name's Buzz. Oh, you're from Handy's mom. What? She calls it Buzz. She also has a hoodie, but I'm from the kid, not her Woody. Something like that. Okay, talking about games again. But now board games. Because recently, yesterday...
And we have to be fast because it's... Almost 2 hours.
Okay. Short part. Yesterday, I went to buy 2 new games, board games, which if you're free this afternoon, probably I'm going to grab it one and try to play it with you. They're both Cthulhu games.
Hmm.
Both have the same name, but they're played differently.
Huh.
So basically, Arkham Horror from Fantasy Flight Games has actually three versions. One is the board game. One is called Final Hour, which is the version of the board game, but at the end and fast-paced is like 45 minutes version. You have to play it really fast and stuff and shit,
Yeah.
which is just a game to battle the monsters in the end. You have the normal board game, which is called Arkham Horror, and then you have Arkham Horror, the card game.
Huh.
Okay. I found this new cool shop of games in Portugal. Actually, it's near us, so I'll present it to you later.
Nice.
It looks like, though you know those review movies when they have the shelves, the metal shelves.
Yeah.
Every game is different.
Yeah.
It's that
Nice.
on 4 walls
Nice.
and then a counter.
Yeah.
The people at the shop were super nice.
I've been buying some board games lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since this pandemic shit, I haven't bought one.
Careful. Pandemic is also like a board game.
I know. I know.
Did you bought Pandemic Legacy?
No, not yet. It was a pun intended. But yeah, since this whole thing happened, I just bought Risk. But
Yeah.
I had pre-ordered it before
I
it.
actually have Risk.
So yeah, now
Yeah.
we both have Risk.
Yeah. But I'm
Um,
curious about Risk Legacy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I have only played Risk once,
Yeah.
so I'm still trying to understand the full mechanics of it.
Okay.
But it looks like a fun game, yeah.
No, it is. It is.
And
I played once at home with my sister and my father.
yeah, I played it with my parents too.
My father won.
Oh,
He
nice.
never wanted to play it again to have the championship.
It's like my father playing Monopoly. He was the first to lose, so he never wanted to play it again.
But the inverse version.
Yeah.
My father won, so he doesn't want to lose the crown.
And my dad won a game of Catan.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
he won it,
Wow.
and he was very close to winning a second time.
Ah, nice.
So
They're
he always
learning.
uses the same strategy. So
It's like with bots. They're learning.
they're learning. Yeah, they're learning. But yeah,
But-
I definitely should check out that store.
Yeah.
And we need to go to a store that only sells
Funko Pops.
Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Which is
They're
also
out.
near
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
yeah.
We should go there too.
Actually, the other shop is more near your girlfriend than us, but
Still,
yeah.
it's
Um,
whatever.
So I bought those two games, which are from Fantasy Flight. I always say the name wrong. Fantasy Flight Games, FFG. And I was looking for more things on their market. And they're currently the guys who make all the other Star Wars board games.
Yeah.
Rebellion, Armada, X-Wing, Legion, and so on. They also had a card game which was called Star Wars Destiny. The game apparently started on 2016. At the beginning of this year, it is being cancelled.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The company has, in the beginning of the year, passed through some layoffs
Yeah.
in some parts of the company.
Just like a lot of
Yeah.
our
But
companies, yeah.
before the COVID virus,
Yeah.
really in January, it hit. I think currently, and some other YouTubers and podcasters, I think they feel the same. I think they tried to grab too close to the sun, and now they're paying for it.
Yeah.
Because, especially if maybe Lord of the Rings, they still have some products of Lord of the Rings, and from last I've heard, Warner Bros. Is kind of removing the rights from everywhere. There was a company called, I think it was Cubicle 7, which had the rights for the RPG, the pen and paper RPG, and they, in an instant, removed the rights from them. I don't know the explanation. I think we've talked about this before
Yeah,
on the
probably,
podcast,
yeah.
but it's been half a year since the last
Yeah,
episode,
yeah,
so
yeah.
try to remember, guys. Steam no longer has the Lego Hobbit and the Lego Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's right. I was in Steam looking for some Lego games.
No,
Yeah.
they Steam gave them for free,
And then remove them.
and then Warner Bros said remove the games,
Yeah.
but you got the games
Kept
are
them.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to play, I have them on my
Nice.
account.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like
It's
risky, and
it's really bad when a company is struggling.
Yeah,
and the companies with they work with are even going to worsen the situation.
Yeah.
It's really,
And
especially when the product is interesting.
and they also have the rights for the Star Wars RPG, the pen and paper, which they are the core has been from the beginning to always stay away from the main franchise.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one version which was with episode 7. They tried to create an intro game, Jesus. But I think it didn't grab much as of a fan, and the thing they did it right and wrong at the same time, which they created basically 3 lines of product for the same product. They have the Force product, the Rebels product, and the Smugglers product. It works,
Nice.
and it doesn't work at the same time, because basically if they have a little bit differences between them, but the cores are the core rules are the same. They change a little bit in some things, especially in what the fuck, especially on the Force aspect. But and the game is good. I actually bought one of the intro box for us to begin to play, and then record it, and then release also separately with this. But COVID,
Yeah.
which also postponed that project and another. So it's hard to imagine where's all these games in this company, because the company has a really good lot of games. Once it's possible, I'm going to buy Star Wars Rebellion, which is kind of Star Wars Risk with miniatures.
Yeah.
And all that, and it's like you have a player which is in the Rebel side, you have a player on the Empire side. The Empire side never knows in which planet the Rebels are, and they have to try to figure out. The Rebels have to try to push down the Empire.
Operation.
It looks like a fun game. They kind of zoomed out of the main thing, which is the story, and just grab the mechanics of the universe.
Yeah.
And apparently, for a lot of opinions, it worked
Nice.
really well. And for the last thing that we have is
Suggestions.
No,
Recommendations.
recommendation. I forgot about that. Yeah, just to mention, Star Wars Company started a new program
For kids.
like those challenge episodes for kids, like some Cartoon
It's
Network
presented
has.
by Ahmed Best, which is the guy that
From Jar Jar.
that portrayed Jar
Mr.
Jar.
Gusta.
Apparently, Disney is actually bringing him back
Yeah.
as another character,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
a Jedi Knight this time. It's a kids show.
Yeah.
It's a Jedi Temple Challenge, I
Jedi
think.
Temple Challenge, yeah.
It premiered actually 2 days ago
Yeah, on June the 10th.
on Star Wars Kids YouTube channel, and I personally haven't been able to watch it yet, but it looks like, from what I've read, it looks like it's really fun.
Okay.
At least for kids. At least
Yeah,
for kids.
yeah. Usually there are this type of programs. Recently, Cartoon Network had one of those. type of programs with Ben 10, the more
Yeah.
cartoonish version. But we'll have to see to what happens on this showy.
On this showy.
On this showy. Okay, suggestions.
Yeah, recommendations.
I have one.
Tell me.
I started. It's like a new show on Netflix
Yeah.
that I started watching yesterday, which is fucking great. Space Force.
Yeah. I wanted to start watching it. Yeah.
Man,
It's with Steve Carell.
yeah,
Right?
it's like
Yeah, the guy from The Office.
it's simple
Yeah.
and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I saw something on Instagram that they were doing it, and I saw like that guy on a suit of a general 4 stars, and
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm curious, and the name was Star Force, and I was like, I'm really curious, and I watched the first episode.
It's not Star Force. It's Space Force, I think.
What did I say? Star
Star,
Force?
yeah.
Sorry,
It's
Space Force.
yeah.
Star Force is the game.
Yeah.
Space Force, and I saw it was like, it's subtle. Sometimes it's less subtle, but in this entire conception, it's brilliant.
Nice.
It's brilliant.
I need to see it then. I really need. Well, mine is not really a recommendation.
Mhm.
It's a sad news. Streaming services are taking Little Britain out of their catalogs.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the world has changed. Probably because of this whole Black Lives Matter thing.
Wait, there were jokes about
Yeah,
blacks
there's a couple of episodes where they do blackface, I think.
on...
But I still think it's sad because Little Britain is possibly one of the most brilliant shows I've ever seen.
The thing I most remember
And
about Little Britain.
rebooting the Looney Tunes cartoons
without
weapons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like,
Those weapons aren't real.
yeah.
What? Why? But
And
yeah.
it was...
So this is not a recommendation. It's
sad
it's
news.
sad news. I wanted to keep a sad note at the end.
Yeah, to make the fans cry.
Yeah, I hope they change their minds about both these things.
I don't think it's gonna
No,
happen.
it's obviously not gonna happen. But I wanted to keep my hopes up.
They were going to pass Gone with the Wind on HBO Max with a notice of this movie was filmed in an era that was not like this, but then the situation escalated, I think,
And it's
they're
going to
not
be
going
taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. It's like people need to understand that times change.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there's a show called, I think it's called Hollywood or something. It's a recent also show on Netflix, which is about the community of new stars on Hollywood and trying to change the whole thing.
yeah,
And it talks about the gay community on Hollywood in a time that it wasn't so much accepted to be exposed. The black community on Hollywood, which usually most of the portraits they present was the maids and the servants and
Yeah.
all that. And you also have the part of the sex in Hollywood and the marriage that was done just because of the war
yeah,
and women's rights and women's power, all that. In in Hollywood. It's the first season was great. I really liked and suggested. There's also a recommendation of a show that I'm going to do because of a friend of mine, which is called Beastars. I think you don't know about that one. It's like there's a type of anime called slice of life, which basically is the nowadays life in an anime. This does that. And life in a school and the life of what they want for the future and problems in life, kind of a little bit of depression, unsure of himself, but with anthropomorphic animals. So it's like Zootopia in school and a little bit more dark and serious. Less childish.
So that it's like my gym partner's a monkey.
Not exactly. It's more like almost like Riverdale mixed Zootopia.
Yeah.
But with less gooey things and what the fuck moments that happened in Riverdale.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was great. Why I'm suggesting because of a friend. Because she complained that it was too much furry for her.
Eesh.
But then I replied, you're talking that show was too much furry for you, but you're happy playing Animal Crossing.
Okay.
And she was like, well, shit.
I'm inconsistent.
Exactly. I made a doo-doo.
I'm inconsistent.
I know, but I'm
No, I'm not judging. I'm just joking.
yeah. And the season has been confirmed. The show has been confirmed to gonna have a second season.
Nice.
I think.
Nice.
Last recommendation before ending. I think you don't have any more recommendation.
No, I
Just
didn't
the sad
really have
news.
them. Yeah.
Final Space. The show, Final Space. I watched it. I ended it. I watched it again. It's just like Futurama meets Firefly, Star Trek-ish Firefly, but with Futurama.
Okay.
It's like,
It's.
oh damn,
I'm not
damn.
a big fan of Futurama.
But it's like the silliness.
I like a couple of episodes.
Yeah,
I enjoy a couple of characters, but
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan.
but it's just like the stupidness
Yeah,
in
yeah,
space
yeah.
mixed with Firefly and Star Trek.
Okay.
It's
I'll give it
the
a
show
shot.
was presented to me by my best friend, my female best friend.
I got that.
Yeah, it wasn't you, so yeah.
Well, duh.
Unless you have changed sex in the last couple of months, no. Okay, we're good.
No,
We're good.
no.
Yeah, it's like the show is great. The show is great. And we're going to have Umbrella Academy in a couple of months with second season.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
season 2 has been announced. They've shown the teaser trailer.
first season was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the teaser trailer was just the actors self-confined at home
Oh.
with COVID virus doing kind of silly moves with an umbrella and a music behind concerned with the story.
Huh.
It was just to announce.
Oh, okay.
Kinda the date.
It's like an announcement trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like teaser, non-teaser.
Yeah. Teaser.
Teaser, non-teaser.
Announce my teaser.
Yeah, exactly.
All
It's
right.
like Destiny 2 with
Yeah.
every single day releasing a new teaser. I think we have a couple of friends who are like freaking out with that.
Probably.
Yeah. Every single day they released like a new short. And fans are going wild. Since the first day they announced something new, like just a small teaser. In the next day it was a small teaser different. And then again. And then again.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Hey man, I think they like grabbed the team who did the videos for SWTOR
Mm-hmm.
and say, make this, but be prepared to be cut. In
To make a new one every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like chopsticks. No, not chopsticks, but
No, it's
shopping.
like the
Shut-
sushi
shut-
the
shut-
sushi
yeah,
fork.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
The sushi cut.
you're in Chef Ramsay's restaurant and you're like, take this onion.
There's a YouTube channel called First We Feast. And that channel has a show which is Hot Ones, where they interview celebrities while eating hot wings.
Ah,
And there's one with Gordon Ramsay.
oh damn.
Yeah, you really.
Oh damn.
He takes the whole kitchen there just to get by the hot sauces.
Oh damn.
He takes a lot of milk bottles, water bottles, juice, like lemon juice bottles.
He can't handle the hot.
He really doesn't. Maybe because he's British.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I don't know, but he doesn't really take
Well,
it
you
well.
have a great food chain in the UK called Nando's.
Yeah, but
Which has 4 different levels of spiciness.
yeah, but that show has like 10
Okay.
hot wings.
Oh,
Each
shit.
one is hotter than the one before.
Oh damn. I could not handle that shit.
There's like there's one episode with that astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh damn.
It's great.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's great. The show is actually really cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of patience for like
Every
YouTube-
single
for
episode.
like YouTube shows.
Yeah.
But that one I'm honestly
Oh, damn.
capable of watching
Yeah.
every single week.
There's a YouTube show that I really like and watch it every single episode. It was on Geek and Sundry.
Mhm.
The show Tabletop with I always forget.
Ah,
his
yeah, I
name.
know that one.
Yeah,
I know, yeah,
it's
Tabletop,
the,
yeah.
What's his name? The kid
I know
from Star Trek.
the show, not
Yeah.
the episode.
The what's the name of the guy? I always Will Wheaton.
Will
Exactly.
Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. Basically, he introduced many of the games which me and our friend Pardal was curious about,
Yeah.
and we probably bought the game because of that show.
Well, Will Wheaton
Will
is
Wheaton.
like a big name
Oh yeah,
when it comes to that. So
to nerd things.
yeah, so
He was the guy on the show that followed every episode of Star Trek Picard, talking about
Yeah.
the episode.
I still haven't seen Picard. I need to see it.
I
Because it's the first time that I want to actively watch
People kinda-
Star Trek stuff.
People kind of trash talked the show,
Really?
but I'm liking it.
Yeah, I need to see it. Well, I'm not a big Star Trek guy, so maybe I'll
Because-
enjoy it.
Star Trek Picard thought they were going to be like the old Star Trek shows.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's kind of like Star Trek mixes with Firefly. I grab a lot of Firefly.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, it's
on
like-
fire today.
No, because Firefly is like that vibe of cowboy-ish, save the world-ish,
Yeah,
stupid ass emotions-ish,
Americanized
stupid decision.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this the rodeo of the savior.
Well,
That's Firefly.
there's there.
Okay, so we've talked about 2 entire days, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, dear listeners,
a
if
s-
you're not dead,
Just a note. we will keep the normal programming like on Mondays.
Yeah,
Not probably not next Monday,
Yeah.
but
Well, this episode is going to be released on Monday.
I was actually going to publish it like during the weekend, but
Okay.
yeah, Monday
Okay.
sounds good. Yeah,
With the extended kind of weekend that we have on Portugal this week,
yeah.
Wednesday was a holiday, Thursday was a holiday,
Today we
Friday
we're
most
not
people
working.
yeah, took the day.
Maybe
or
I was going to put it on Saturday, and then after that, keeping on Mondays.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
2 hour special.
So
on-
we're
on
going to
this
be
weekend.
back here to record another episode
tomorrow.
No, we're going to do a lunch break because we're recording this on the morning.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
We have other projects to discuss.
we're going to record the second part of this episode after lunch. Second part, I warn you.
It's going
No,
to
I'm
be
kidding,
like
I'm
4
kidding,
hours.
I'm 4 hours. We have another 4 parts to the show. It's going to be an entire day for just to keep. On the second part, we talk about Jar Jar being a Sith Lord.
Jesus, that theory again.
Never forget.
Never forget. Hashtag. So yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying here with us.
And now we're going to sing it. The boys are back. The boys are back.
Now imagine that with John Williams music behind.
You do Star Wars, I do the letters.
Let me think of a rhythm.
The boys are back. The boys are definitely back. You sure of that? We're going to bother you once again.
Jesus.
I'm recording too loud again.
Yeah, you're distorting the sound here.
Sorry.
So, yeah. Thank you guys for listening to us.
Yes.
Ash
Ketchum?
Ash Ketchup.
Ash Ketchup?
Ash Ketchup.
I want a burger.
And yeah, we'll be back next week.
Okay.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
until then, may the force be with you guys.
May
Thank
the
you so
force
much.
Be with you.
And you too. You get a force. You get a force.
And you get a force. All of you get a force. And basically that was the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
It was a Oprah moment.
So nice. I changed my mind about the movie. There. Thank you guys. May the force be with you.